Hi, I'm Anthony Renna, and this is Strength Coach TV, where we bring you into some of America's top facilities to give you a tour and a little peek inside to see what's happening in their business. Today we have two parts. We have TJ Lopez coming back on to give us an update about what's happening upstairs at Major League Strength, Dana Cavalea's new facility that's opening up next month in November. So we get a little update on the progress of what's happening up there. It's coming along. I also traveled down to Berkeley Heights, New Jersey to Gabriele Fitness and Performance. My friend Vince Gabriele has a great facility down there. They have a lot going on, work with athletes, general population. Really nice big facility. He's able to use stuff in the parking lot, outdoors, the outdoor walls, great stuff. I met Vince at Alan Cosgrove's business mentorship, and we became fast friends. He's a great guy, and what I love about him is really his passion for the business, and really he's always striving to get better. He goes through continuing education constantly, whether it's Charles Poliquin or Michael Boyle or Perform Better, or he just got back from the RKC. So, and another great thing about Vince is, and you're gonna see this in the tour that we do, he's really set up a great culture for his staff. Number one, he has a nice break room for them to kind of be able to relax. Number two, they have their own separate locker room area. Those are important things to make the staff feel comfortable. And we don't see it in all the facilities that we go to, because sometimes people don't plan for that. He also, like Coach Boyle, sends his staff out on everything. So I actually met two of his staff before I met Vince at the HKC. So he set up a great culture there. He has some great partnerships. His wife Vanessa is in there. He has Perry Nicholson in there once a week doing some laser therapy. Great stuff. So we're going to head down to Berkeley Heights, New Jersey, and Gabriele Fitness and Performance.
Whether you're opening a small personal training studio or a major strength and conditioning facility, Perform Better's fitness facility design team will work with you from layout to installation to create the fitness facility design that best meets your needs and budget. Their team of facility design experts is dedicated to bringing you the best advice and equipment to help you and your teams perform better. Go to performbetter.com to fill out a facility design form, and one of their trained facility designers will contact you to get started on your fitness facility today. When I opened 5 Iron Fitness, I use Perform Better, and I can't recommend them highly enough. Go to performbetter.com.
All right, so I'm out in Berkeley Heights, New Jersey here at Gabriele Fitness and Performance, and we're going to go inside, talk to Vince, going to give us a tour of his great facility. Lots of good stuff here, so let's go inside and talk to Vince.
What's up, guys? I'm Vince Gabriele, and welcome to Gabriele Fitness and Performance. Come on in. So this is the entranceway. This is where all the athletes come in. We all come in through the side door. The first thing on your left is our staff kitchen. This is for our team only, and one of the things that we want to do is create a good home for our team, make sure they have plenty of food to eat and can feel at home all the time.
Very nice. One thing I haven't seen in a lot of places is that type of situation.
We inherited it. It was there, so it was a little easy, but no, it works out well for us. And this is just the regular. That's Bernard, front desk extraordinaire. On that, but this is essentially the way we essentially inherited this room as well, the way the facility was laid out. Okay. But it ended up turning out to be a pretty good reception area where people can wait for their next workout. On that, there's all the cubby holes. People put their gear in here, and then some of the stuff we t-shirts and things like that we sell. Cool. But all the stuff goes through Sandy and Bernard, who work at the front desk. And then over here, just like the people can buy if they need a post-workout shake, Gatorade, water, bars, they can buy that stuff here.
Do you do that on account, or is it they pay cash, or how's it?
Yeah, a lot of people have an account on file. We bill monthly, okay. So people can just grab a water and just say, hey, put it on my account, or there's a cash box in there. They can put the cash box in there, and it took people a while to find the cash box. There was like dollar bills floating all over the desk when we didn't know what was what.
Shout out the cash box right there.
But yeah,
please make sure I revisit that when no one's looking.
please pay here. It's pretty self-explanatory, but on that. And then some of the stuff, we really push a lot of post-workout nutrition and some of the supplements that we push are our clients usually take advantage of that. The stuff that we feel is valuable.
Nice.
And then like foam rollers and stuff and things like that and sticks, and we want people to work on their soft tissue work, the things that they need at home. So we encourage them to purchase that stuff as well. On that. We try and give a shout out to a lot of our clients. So we put up on the wall. Kids like to come in and see their picture on the wall, especially adults. So it just makes people feel at home to have their picture up on the wall. And we're in the process right now. We're going to probably change all the pictures in a second.
Cool. What's down here? This is some more.
Yep, and that's 2 more bathrooms down there, and then we have a staff locker room.
Oh, okay.
Where everyone has their own individual lockers.
Cool.
That once again, trying to create a real good team environment where people feel like this is a career and not just a place where they do their session and then they go home.
Nice.
On that. And then we're coming through. This is the that's Steph. Say hi, Steph.
How you doing?
That's one of our fitness clients. But come on through, and then this is essentially the kind of warm-up room, I guess what we call it. It's where everyone comes in the beginning of the session. Right now we're all in the middle of the session. That's why there's no one in here yet. But everyone comes in, does their soft tissue work, whether it's with a foam roller, a lacrosse ball, stick. They do all their work in here in this room. And we also have we have our treadmill in here if they need to use a treadmill, as well as some other equipment. But mainly it's used for a warm-up process. And then those books, these are every one of our fitness clients and high school athletes gets their own binder and own book. So we record everything that they're doing. Right now, that's a real important thing. We need to make sure that we're recording what we're doing, so we're seeing progress, we're not seeing progress. Someone comes in and something hurt, we need to be able to look at their program and say, okay, what could have caused that on that. So
is there open gym time, or is this always coached?
There is open gym time for our fitness clients, and some of our high school athletes utilize it. They have to be on a program when they utilize the open gym time. So people aren't just coming in and doing whatever. They come in, they grab their binder, and they do their workout on their own, just as they were to do it when they were with a trainer.
Cool, this board here, okay, just like all the foam roll.
Yep, that's our basic foam roll protocol. So everyone will get that, and then if they have extra things that they need to do, we'll have other ones on the board as well. With that.
Let's take a look at these other rooms here.
And then in here, this is say hi, Perry. That's Dr. Perry Nicholson. I'm sure a lot of people on the podcast.
Legendary Dr. Perry.
Legendary on the podcast, but yeah, let me pop in there.
Awesome.
But Dr. Perry's been with us for how long, Perry?
5 months, I think.
About 5 months, and it's been an incredible opportunity to have him here working with our athletes. If someone comes in and they're banged up, we better get them right in here. He gets them right back out onto the gym.
Cool. So 1 day a week, 2 days. Is it growing? What's going on?
Yeah, we're doing 1 day a week right now, and demand is growing. We actually got together through a mutual friend, Charlie Weingroff, who I know does a lot of work to do the strength coach. And Vince came up to see me in my other office, and I was able to fix his hip through the SFMA movement things, and he does a lot of that here with his trainers. So we really just clicked. It's really the paradigm that Gray and Lee always talk about, finding a network of people that can be in one place. So the trainers and the doctor can work together, so we can transition and everybody's on the same page and on the same team. So they send people in, I do my evaluation, I treat them, I hand them off, and I give them a sheet of what they can and can't do, what they should be doing, where the dysfunction is, so then we can transcend them out there and they don't lose any time. So it's working great, and we'll probably end up going to another day soon.
Cool. Nice.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. Good. And then this is another room. We do a little bit of Pilates. My wife Vanessa, she does some work in here. She's also a fascial stretch therapist. So you see the tables out here, the table over here, and there's the other table that when Perry's not here, she uses it. But we've been using the fascial stretch therapy system that Ann and Chris Frederick created, and it's been phenomenal. We've gotten phenomenal results with our clients. So that's been a great service that we've provided for our people.
Nice. Awesome. All right, where do they go next when they're...
Okay, so usually they'll start in this room, and then they'll walk through this way, and they'll get up onto the turf, and then they'll go through the warm-up right now. Right now we're in agility right now, so we're a little bit past the warm-up right now, but they would come here and warm up. So we're in the movement part of the workout right now. What you're seeing over here is a group of 7th and 8th grade middle school kids, and then what you're seeing over there with the girls is a female athlete strength and conditioning program. We have taken some of the girls and separated them based on what they need. A lot of these girls have been with us for a while on that, so they do a great job.
Nice.
And
awesome. So where's next?
And then so we'll do all the warm up, agility work. We're now going to go right now to plyo and med ball. So you can see a lot of emphasis from Coach Boyle in our program. A lot of plyo med ball against the wall. So we pretty much will stay on the turf for the first 45 minutes of the workout. And then the next part will be in the weight room. And you see these guys started a little earlier, so they're right now on their power work, core work, and mobility work in between. So that's Tom, Coach Tom, he's working with those 3 young men. So we got a group of 3 guys over there, the girls working over there, and then the middle school kids.
Cool.
With that.
What's this thing, these big board here? What's this telling me?
That's our group exercise program. We have I guess you call it a boot camp. There's only 10 people in the boot camp allowed, so it's more of a semi-private, larger group setting. And so we have a 3-day split that we keep on the board for them, and that's more of our fitness programming that's done in the morning with that as well. But as you can see, everything you need to get an athlete stronger and faster, basic racks, glute and ham bench we use a lot with our athletes, and we'll go from there.
Nice. Let's move into this. We'll go check out the wall.
Okay.
Show everybody the wall.
Yeah.
Good, Kingsley. Rip back.
So right now we're doing, as you can see, the 3 exercises we're doing is they're doing a jump, pairing tri-setting a jump with a med ball throw with a loaded carry on that. So a lot of influence from Charlie, a lot of influence from Coach Boyle, and you'll see in our programming.
Nice. Loaded carry, suitcase walk into that.
Yep. Some people, if they have like some type of a shoulder issue, you saw one of the athletes doing the heart pumpers.
Yeah.
I think Abby's a softball pitcher and has had a recent shoulder issue, so she's doing just the one-arm farmers as opposed to the heart pump.
Awesome.
On that. And then Chris just working on that. And then that's the prowler wall. One of my buddies, John D'Alessio, he's a carpenter. He's also a champion power lifter. He squats like 600 and he's about 170, but he built this wall for us for our prowlers, and it's super convenient for space, and they just like pop right off and then put them back up there on that. So it's
With these sleds too.
yeah, and the sleds just kind of hang right there. It's great.
That's awesome.
On that.
'Cause that's
Yeah.
I got my other buddy's gym he's having a problem with where to put stuff. So
Yeah.
He's gotta make one of these.
Yeah, no, it's great. It's great.
So you got the doors open. You ever go outside?
Yeah, we go outside all the time, especially in the fall, the spring, and the summertime. Obviously, in the wintertime, it's in Jersey, it's a little tougher to get out there. But on that, so yeah, we do use it. So I'll show you out there. So we'll any type of medicine ball, bucket throws, and things like that, we will use the walls on the back side over here. And then one of the things that we like that we naturally inherited is this driveway is a little bit of an incline. So it allows us to do our speed work out here, and it kind of really forces the kids to stay at a decent body angle when they do their sprint work.
Yeah.
So we put this track in. My man Conrad from Perform Better helps us out with all our stuff. But this track, when we do sprint work, which is mainly 10, 15 yards, this track's like 30 yards long, but it gives us exactly what the things we need to be on a good surface on
so
that.
This is your parking lot only, right?
Yep, this is all. Yep, we never get hassled from anybody. The last gym I used to work at, we used to do stuff in the parking lot all the time. We were always getting hassled with the neighbors and things like that. But this is like we can do whatever we want in this area. It's great. It's awesome. Absolutely great.
What's the square footage on the building?
6,000.
6,000 inside, and then you got some room out here.
And some room out here, and then we're also possibly looking to expand in that building over there. Yeah, there's a couple different options. They have a lot of space in that building. So
cool. So you got the big tires over there.
Yep.
And what about over here? You were saying you might.
Yeah. So we got some turf over there. One of the local schools gave to us. So we're looking to possibly put a little outdoor turf field outside, so we can come outside and do some of our work over as well. There is a huge football field and soccer field, like literally a 1.5 minute jog from here. Yeah. So we'll sometimes take the kids down to that field and use that, and it's great.
Cool.
It's
now,
great.
Just go back to this turf.
Yeah.
Have you looked into it yet? Is there some kind of leveling that you might have to do?
Yeah.
Is it might maybe not be worth it?
Well, the good thing about being here is that if you ever need construction, if you ever need carpentry, if you ever need plumbing, if you ever need electrical, there's one of those that train here. Okay. So everything is done via barter, and so yeah, we could probably get it done for the right price.
Okay. Yeah. And what about if you do expand over there? What would be going on over there?
We'd probably have a set room for high school training. It's kind of down there, and again, this is all, we're not like really talking about it too much yet, but if we were to do it, we would have like a separate room for high school athletes in the afternoon, and that would kind of be our fitness and middle school type training. So it'd be more of a grittier environment for the high school kids.
Okay, cool. Talk about like one of the challenges that you've had so far. I know, we obviously officially met at Alan Cosgrove's mentorship, so I know you're always trying to work on the business. Talk about something that maybe, like has been a challenge here, because I mean, I'm looking at it, pretty good location, great facility, you have all this outdoor stuff. What problems could you possibly have?
The first problem we ran into in the beginning was hiring trainers. That was the one thing that we were trying to find the right people to be here, the right people that have not too much experience coming in, but enough that we didn't have to spend that much time teaching them the basics. Fortunately for us, that problem has been resolved. We have an unbelievable staff and an unbelievable team that we've provided for these guys. So that's the one first issue that I saw that was like really, we got to find great trainers in here to be in here, but we've really homegrown all the people that are here. So that's been a great turnaround.
Yeah, and I love, we were talking before about the whole culture of kind of having that little break room, having their own lockers. What else? I know I met Tom and Joe up at the HKC. Yep. You sent them up there from Providence to the summit. What are some of the things that you've done to kind of create and keep those guys? Because when you were talking about kind of getting some of these new guys, there needs to be room for them to grow, and talk about some things that you've done in terms of that.
It is an investment as a business, as a small business. It's an investment, but I feel some of the best money that this business spends is on the education of our team, and that includes bringing guys like Charlie Weingroff in. We bring Charlie in once in a while for doing in-service. We send guys out to seminars all the time. It's a constant learning environment. We're always learning from people like Charlie and Coach Boyle and all those people to make ourselves better. And what that does is that provides a career as opposed to a job. These guys feel like they have a career that they can look forward to coming to work. Yeah. It's not easy, but it's definitely very rewarding for them to be here.
Talk about the marketing for you, because I mean you have some general population folks, you have lots of high schools. I know you're connected with a lot of people around here. Talk about how you've kind of grown this business from a marketing perspective?
Yeah, the two ways that we did it, and when I first moved back to New Jersey, I was in California for a while. When I first, my first order of business was to get a relationship with every athletic director, athletic commissioner. The commissioners of the youth leagues are really important to get to know, and developing those relationships with those people. That's really honestly what it is all about in developing your youth, your sports training program, is developing great relationships with those people. Because if they don't trust you, they're not gonna want to work with you.
Yeah.
So that was the first thing, cultivating good relationships, and then providing seminars. We do a regular seminar. We teach a warm-up process for youth coaches. So we bring coaches in probably every other month. We'll do it, and we'll bring like between 10 and 15 youth coaches in and teach them our warm-up method that they'll then do with their team.
Okay, cool. So really just kind of becoming, establishing yourself as the expert around here through some community outreach. And because one of the things I wanted to ask too is that, let's say I'm going to open up around here, okay? Because we know there's a lot of gyms all over and a lot of places try to communicate with the ADs and how does one go about establishing those relationships with those people?
The first thing that obviously helps, and this is usually the first advice I give, is open a business where you grew up. Because I grew up here in this area, I grew up in New Providence, there's one town over, and it was like instant. I had instant relationships that were built. So I was a little bit spoiled in that sense where I already knew so many people. But if there have been other places that we went where we didn't know anybody, and it's getting in front of people and providing content, providing information that is beneficial to them is really what you're trying to do in the beginning. And get to be able to showcase what you do at no cost and no risk to them, and that way they'll be very easily to let you in and say, yes, I'd like you to do a free seminar with our athletes. Please, go ahead.
Awesome. Well, it looks like you're doing a great job. This is a great facility. Got a lot of stuff going on here. So Vince, thanks for coming on.
Appreciate it.
Hey guys, this is TJ Lopez here from Major League Strength. Just going to give you a little update from our last episode of our build out here in White Plains, New York. All right, as you can see, they did a lot of painting since our last episode. Got some nice charcoal gray on all the walls. Bring it around. You can see our brick wall looks pretty good. They finished all the lighting for us, so they refurbished everything. Got some nice bright white lights. Got a nice red wall right here. We're going to use it for a little bit of marketing. When you walk in the facility, you'll be able to kind of see what we're all about. So when we walk around here, you see they're finishing up these half walls that are kind of divide the reception area to the training room. We also have, they've just put the basics for all the plumbing, so they're going to actually be working on that next week. They're supposed to be putting in some tile.
So we're looking at the shower right now, right?
Yeah, that's a shower. Got a little sink right there. Toilet over in the corner. Basics.
So if I have to go to the bathroom right now, that's where I'd go?
Exactly, right in that. Right, it goes right down to your place, actually.
Oh, here's the tile. Okay, cool.
Yeah, there we go. So as you can see, nice red doors, black around the trim. We're going to use this right here. This is our storage room. That's our extra closet. And then, as you can see, it's gives off a different type of feel with the nice black ceiling across.
Totally different feel now. Let's go into this room.
So here's Anthony's old place. We kind of changed it around a little bit. You gonna come in? We got our charcoal gray on opposite walls, and then the red on the other opposing walls. We're actually gonna go with a whiteboard on that wall, kind of, whenever we have anything going on here, classroom-wise or just some brainstorming sessions.
Cool. So this is going to be kind of like you said, that little conference room, office area.
Yeah, exactly. We'll be able to. This area right here will be kind of like communications area where we'll be able to Skype in conferences, things like that.
Cool. Awesome. All right. And when is we're looking at the flooring right now, all that turf. Hopefully there's some extra left over for 5 Iron Fitness. When is that supposed to, what's the date, the planning on the date?
Well, we're looking for probably the week of August 10th, so about 2 weeks from now. They got to get everything else finished. We got to get the permits ready so that we can just throw the flooring down. So we're going to go turf on this side with the rubber on the opposite. So pretty pumped. Once you get that done, it'll pretty much be ready to go, ready for equipment. So,
all right, we're almost ready to go. Let's take one more look at this wall. The wall's looking great. It's awesome.
That'll be our trademark right there.
Cool. All right, we'll get you back next time.
All right, thanks.